Let's try Googling scoliosis. Oh wait, I think I'm live now. Hello? Can people hear me? Oh no, that was just my... No, it was just my reminder for it. Hello, hello, hello. Hello? Oh, am I live? Okay, hi, I'm live now. So I was just Googling how to fix it. Okay, hi everyone. I'm a grandma with technology, sorry, but hi, I'm here now. So I'm watching my screen because I'm a few seconds, I want to see how far behind I am. But yeah, hi everyone, thanks for coming. If anyone can tell me if my microphone sounds good, or if I should turn it up, or if I should turn it down, or if I should do something with it. Yeah, thanks Owen. Owen fixed it. So good job Owen for fixing all the technology. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna start with the Lego bit. I have my page of questions over here that I printed out. Yeah, I got this. I don't know if this is an international company, but this is Ale Hop. They have a lot of stores in Spain, and they have like very, very cheap things and like clothes and accessories. But I was in there looking for sunglasses, and they had Lego dinosaur for €3. So obviously I was gonna get some. I've made a T-Rex already. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there's the T-Rex. The red. Oh wait, no. How does this work? That red thing. That's the T-Rex there. But today we're gonna be making a triceratops. I've already decided that that his name is gonna be Terry. But yes, I'm going to start. Age recommended is 6+, so we're good there. Oh, it's a collectible. That's exciting. Perfect for a gift. Well, let's go. Yeah, don't worry if you didn't ask me any questions. I'm not gonna only answer those questions, but I always ask ahead of time because sometimes it's nice to think about it ahead of time. Thorson, what do you mean, what in the world is this? We're making Lego, my man. It's only the most exciting activity in the world. Sorry, don't open things with your teeth at home, but... Oh, I loved Connects as well. Connects were so good. And also, hi Ben. Also, hi everyone. I think I missed calling out everyone's names, but thank you everyone for being here. Now one thing, because I already did the T-Rex, but one annoying thing is there's extra pieces, so I mean that's good just in case there's a defect, but it really confused me when I got to the last step because I thought I had done it wrong. Oh, this is my little pry bar. This is not important. This activity. You know, maybe I'm too young, but I never had Lincoln Logs. I think they had them in like my kindergarten, but it was like one of those toys that was there and nobody played with, so I don't know. Okay, this is also... Are these the white ones? I'm assuming. Okay, we're starting with the white. I'm just gonna get all the white pieces. Also, I have to ask everyone what the weather is like where they are. Because everyone keeps complaining now that it's too cold, but it's still really hot for me, and I wish it was kind of a little bit colder. Okay. Okay, I need to make sure. Okay, let me move this up so it's all on screen. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm always nervous when I do live streams because it's very different from recording, but I'm gonna do my best. Okay. Got that one there. Okay, see, this is the way they have these diagrams. You have to like match up the red bit with the red bit. So that one would go that one. I'm gonna call it now. I'm gonna make 3 mistakes. That's the number of mistakes I'm gonna make. But oh no, that fell off. Okay, okay, that way. Okay, so I need squares and then. Oh, Tinker Toys! I completely forgot about those. I had a box of those. This is the weirdest thing. I remember playing with them and liking them, but I couldn't tell you. Oh, were those like the wooden... Oh, you can't see my hands. The wooden circles, and then they had like sticks coming out of them, I think. Also, hi Kev. Nice to see you. Lego Mario? I haven't heard of. Also, sorry Michael for making you sound old. Lego Mario, is it like a video game or is it just like Legos that feature Mario? Oh, see, I might have already messed this up. Yeah, no, I messed this up already. Guys, I'm not doing a good job. It's gonna be like the worst Lego build ever. Oh my gosh, Thorson, you don't need to do that. Stop doing that, Thorson. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna need to like buy you a Christmas present or something. Okay, no, okay, I'm gonna use this magical tool. I don't even know how to use it. Okay, if that way's for getting up, this way's for getting... Oh, that worked. I've never used one of these before. Okay, okay, so this has to line up so it's here, but then there's no room for those ones. Guys, I'm already lost. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, that goes 3 down, and then 1, 2, 3. Oh, because this is gonna... Okay, guys. Okay, I figured it out. Crisis averted. I think. I don't actually know. Okay, I'm gonna do something. Okay. And then these have to go one side over. Yeah, okay. Okay, we've completed step 1. Oh yeah, we should do a gift exchange. We could do like... Aw, Owen, that's too sweet. Thank you so much. Oh, you guys are... Oh, gosh. Ugh, you're too nice to me. I can't feel. But on that note, we should, I'm thinking just now, that could actually be an idea, is to do, I mean, this might only work for other ASMR artists, but maybe we could do like a gift exchange where we buy other ASMR artists like a prop that we think would be cool for them to use. That could be a cool idea, and then like they have to make a video. Oh, yeah, that would be cool. Okay, I'm gonna think about that more when I have more time to think. But yeah, thank you so much, Owen and Thorson. You guys are too sweet. Okay. Okay, this... Oh, Okay, so this goes third one and third one. I feel like there's a lot of multitasking involved in this. Okay, I'm gonna do these. We're gonna get there though. We might have some trouble. There might be some bumps along the way, but we're gonna figure it out. Oh, I should do this bottom layer first. I don't know why I'm doing this top layer. Okay, I need some 4s. I need 2. No, I need some 3 longs. I need a lot of those. Okay, 4 of those. Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed the layered sounds thing. Yeah, I really like doing the layered sound ones because it's fun. This doesn't look like it's in the right place. I can't multitask, by the way, if nobody's noticed that by now. But yeah, I really like doing the layered sounds kinds of videos. Yeah, because I think it's just fun to play around with the sounds afterwards. Because what I'll do is I'll just pick some sounds that I enjoy or I think would fit with the video, and then I'll just record like 2 or 3 minutes of that sound, so like ska 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 ska, or like massaging the microphone, or I don't know, like tongue clicking or something like that, and then you can just loop it after 2 or 3 minutes because it's harder to notice that it's looping, and so then I just kind of like experiment with like pairing different noises together and layering them up, and yeah, I think that's super interesting. I don't know, it's fun to like see how the sounds work together. And also, hello Alexis, I know I saw you before, I forget if I said hi, but hi again. And I don't have an Amazon wish list. I don't know if I've mentioned, I think I've mentioned this, maybe it hasn't been recently though, but yeah, there's a possibility that I'm in Spain right now, for those of you who don't know, but my home is Canada, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be settling down in Spain forever, so I'm just very wary of buying lots of things or like getting lots of things, because I know I'll have to travel back with them eventually, and so I'll have to like leave a bunch of stuff behind. So yeah, right now I just kind of have a fund where I'm saving money that I otherwise would have spent on props, and yeah, I'm saving it until I kind of figure out if I am staying in Spain more long term, or if I'm going to be going back to Canada at some point in the medium future. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But anyways, to answer your question, I will probably have an Amazon gift list once I figure out what I'm doing long term, because I've traveled before with lots and lots of stuff and it's not fun. Okay, we're getting to a place now. Oof. I've been building this up in one direction, so I'm gonna place a piece soon and I might find out that everything I've done is wrong, but let's see how it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one, and it goes, oh, I disconnected that one, I didn't need to. Okay, that, and then the 3s, leave a gap, and the 3s are there. Okay, guys, I think we've finished step 2, so that's very exciting out of 7 steps, so we're getting there. To answer your question, is there snow in Spain? There is if you go to the north. There's the Pyrenees Mountains in between Spain and France, and there's some snow there. Sometimes there's some in Galicia, which is the region above Portugal, but usually not much unless you're in the mountains, so you kind of need to be like a higher elevation in order to get that way. How would you Spanadian? I don't know what that sounds like. Spanadian. Oh, that sounds like something that's not a person. Okay, I'm gonna try a new strategy. I'm gonna collect all the pieces ahead of time and I'm gonna be prepared because I haven't been very prepared before. Okay, 2 1s, 2 2s. No, I'm not from Spain. I moved here 2 years ago. Gosh, I'm so bad at multitasking. I moved here 2 years ago to get my MBA. But I'm graduated now, so I have my MBA. I actually finally got my certificate, diploma in the mail, which was very exciting because it's been a year since I've graduated. But yeah, I stayed a bit longer for a few different reasons after I had graduated. A few personal reasons, but then also because I wanted to learn more Spanish before I left, and 2, one of the main reasons I had come to Spain was so I could travel Europe after I had finished my schooling, but because of COVID and some other reasons, I wasn't able to travel at all outside of the country until actually a couple weeks ago, so that was exciting. But yeah, so I kind of, at least I wanted to travel around Europe a little bit before I left. It was kind of one of my main reasons, because I'm from Canada and obviously it's very expensive to travel from Canada to Europe, but from Europe to Europe it's not that bad. I'm actually going to Portugal in a couple weeks for just 3 days, but we're only going for 3 days because the flights were 36 euros round trip. I can't believe that. Flights in Canada are like 300 Canadian dollars just to get to like Toronto to Vancouver, and that's in the same country. I don't understand Europe at all. Yeah, Owen definitely would have had this together. Although, to be fair, if I was only doing this, I think I could do it a lot faster, but I feel like... oh, Owen, I think he meant that you would have had this assembled already, because you're very good at Legos. Hello, Empire of the Light. Nice to have you here. And what was the other question that was there? What did I graduate in? I graduated with an MBA. I have a college diploma. Not really a bachelor's, but my diploma was in culinary management. So my MBA was specializing in international tourism and hospitality management. And yes, I do mean that I live in Spain currently. That is where I am right now, which is, I was gonna say which is why it's dark outside, but you can't see outside, so you don't know that it's dark. Anyways, Legos. Okay, I was collecting, I had that one. Now I need some squares. I need 2 squares. I need 3 long pieces. Long. I need 3 sixers. Is that a 6? 6. And I need 2 eights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now let's push that over there. Okay. I think we're now assembling the face. That's what it looks like. Okay, so let's work on this bottom part first, because last time I made the mistake of not doing that and it looked kind of silly. But if you guys want to ask any additional questions that you have right now, because I do have my other questions, but I was thinking I could save those for the end. There might be some that I answer twice. Maybe there will be a question that's already in there, but yeah, so I can answer questions from the chat for now. I might answer a couple of questions in between, but yeah, I'll do a full Q&A portion at the end as well. Oh, which also, I don't know if you guys saw my community post earlier today. I had no idea. Today was actually my YouTube anniversary. So like 1 year since I opened my channel, which I didn't post my first video until like a week after, I think, because I was getting set up with the oh my goodness, like the picture, what it was, the profile picture and the banner and like stuff like that, and yeah, getting a couple of things set up there. This is a 5. It's a 4 and a 1. How do I get that 1 there? Do I connect? Oh, I might connect it to the piece on top. Okay, I'll figure out how to do that after. But yeah, I was getting a few things set up. Okay, no, now I'm very confused. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. How am I going to get 5? Guys, I'm very confused. How do I get 5? Okay, I'm just gonna skip that one for now. I don't know what I'm doing there. So yeah, I was getting stuff up. But anyways, it's my YouTube anniversary, and I had no idea until I was on YouTube this morning. And yeah, I was like, oh, happy YouTube anniversary. And I was like, oh, I'm having like my 3rd ever live stream, so yeah, that's very lucky. Okay, how do I get 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't understand. Okay, let's connect it to a 3 and a 2. And then there's a 1, and then a 4. I swear I'm better at math than this is making me seem. Oh gosh, okay. Oh, Ben, thank you so much. Oh, you guys, there's so much love in this chat. You guys are so great. Focus, I'm gonna focus, I'm gonna focus. And then this, and then a little thing. Oh, gosh. Okay, good. I only needed 1 of each of these. I didn't need 2. Oh well. Ah! Oh no! Oh no, Terry! Ah! Okay, okay. Terry's good. He almost had an accident, but he's fine. Okay. Back to the thing. Just to make okay, I'm the opposite of you, Ben, because my brother would always get Legos for Christmas, and I would get like Barbie dolls and like Bratz dolls, and I would always prefer his Legos, and I would always hint at it every single Christmas, because we have a lot of relatives we only saw at Christmas, and every Christmas I would hint, like, you know, like, oh, Andrew, what a great gift you got. I really enjoy this. But they always got me Barbies. And I didn't, like, there's nothing wrong with Barbies, but, like, I don't know, I just was never into Barbies, so it just kind of annoyed me, I guess, that I was a girl, so I had to get Barbies, but oh well. There's worse things in life. But yeah, thanks again to Ben, and also to Owen, and also to Thorson. Yes, Thorson, 1 year. Well, like, almost a year, technically, because my first video didn't come out until... I think my first video was in November. I think. Or maybe it was the last week of October. Oh no, this piece isn't fitting. Come on, piece. What are you doing? This is what happens when you get budget Legos. No, come on, Terry. Don't fail us now. Oh, because this piece is sideways a little bit. Okay, let's... Okay, we got it, we got it, we got it. Okay, but yeah, anyways, back to anniversary. I just wanted to thank you guys so much, because, I mean, obviously I could technically make videos without anybody watching them, but yeah, you guys have just stuck by me for so long. Some of you have been around for forever, and yeah, you're still very encouraging, and basically what I'm trying to say is I couldn't have done this without you, as cheesy as that sounds, but it's true. It can be true sometimes. That's okay. We can be tacky. Okay, I need some words. Yeah, Thorson, I think when we met, I had around, I want to say like 400 or 500, and I think you had 800. I'm not sure. I could be completely incorrect, but that's what my brain is telling me, so. Okay, that piece is there. Okay, this piece goes, oh good, that one lines up correctly, which means we put it in the right place. Okay, Terry is coming along good. He's got eyeballs now, which that's a very important step from evolution, was developing eyeballs. So that's a very important step for Terry here. There you go. Look at little Terry. He almost looks like a triceratops already. Yeah, I've gotten Lego as well for Christmas the last few times, Owen. Although usually I get Star Wars Lego because I think it looks cool, but I want some Lord of the Rings Lego. Anyways, I'm going to take a small break, and, well, not a break, but I'm going to answer some of the pre-asked questions if I can get the paper to sit up on my keyboard. Okay, good enough. So I kind of, they're not in any particular order. I just tried to group them together in questions that were similar, and then that way I wasn't bouncing all over the place, because I already do that when I'm just telling a story. My one friend always jokes that for me to tell a story, I have to tell 5 stories with like 5 backstories, and then like a side story, and then I have to explain someone's personality just to tell one story. I'm that kind of storyteller. Anyways, so the first question I have is, did I have Legos as a child? Which I might have just answered accidentally. But my brother got a lot of Lego. He would get Lego, Connects, what were the Hot Wheels, stuff like that. Oh, we had a cool marble set, like you would put tubes together and then you could put marbles and they would swirl down. I like building things. I think that, I don't know, it's like art as well, like making things. I really enjoy that. But yeah, I would always get dolls, which again, not the end of the world, but I would always end up asking my brother if I could use his Legos. And then, yeah, more recently I got a few Lego sets as an adult, which the funniest part was my mom had asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and I asked her, or one of the things I put on my list was a Lego Star Wars set, because it was back when the first movie of the new trilogy was just coming out. I don't think it had actually come out yet, but so they had a bunch of new Lego sets, and my mom was like, oh yeah, Lego, I can do that. And then she messaged me a couple weeks later, still a few weeks before Christmas, and she was like, why is Lego so expensive now? I remember it being very cheap. And I was like, no, Mom, it was always very expensive. That's why it's one of the only things I asked for Christmas, because I know it's really expensive. But yeah, I have like Ray's land speeder. I have the, was that supposed to be a 4? No, we're all good. We're all good people. But I have a big TIE fighter. That's my biggest piece, but it's not like an original trilogy TIE fighter. It's a redesigned one from the newest trilogy. But it was cheaper than an original one, so I don't care. Okay, we're making some progress. Terry's gonna get some like eyelids? I don't know what you would call these. Yeah, how does it look on the... Oh, these get hidden eventually. There's supposed to be one underneath that. Did I put that? Ow, those aren't supposed to go on top of his eyeballs. Those are supposed to... Oh my gosh, you guys, I completely forgot a layer. This is what happens when I tell stories and I'm trying to do things. Okay, it's okay. We only got a couple pieces. Okay, I just dropped a piece on the floor, but there's extra pieces, so it's okay. Guys, panic. I don't know what's going on. Help. Send help. I'm not good at this. Yeah, I guess back before trademarks, they weren't very expensive, but I feel like Lego has always been fairly expensive. I remember reading something that, I don't know if this is true, I've only heard it, but I had read something that like the process to check like quality control for Legos is actually more vigorous than to check pieces for spaceships. So I'm not saying that's true, I'm just saying that I heard that, so take that as you do. Okay, I just need to get this one piece off and then I can stop panicking. Oh no, I'm taking like 3 pieces with it. Okay, we're back to not panicking, but I need another 3 piece. Okay. This is why I can't be trusted to do anything. Oh gosh, okay, let's finish this horn. Okay. Yeah, the pieces are a pain to get. Oh, I love mint chocolate too. Mint chocolate is probably my favorite. Oh, and like salted caramel chocolates. Those are always my favorite. Okay, what am I doing? I need to concentrate. All I know is that I should not be responsible for building spaceships because I can barely build a Lego set when I'm not focusing. Okay, next question. So next was what my favorite games or toys were as a kid. So obviously not Barbies, from the way I said that. But yeah, I'd say probably the thing I look back on with the most no, his horn. It's okay, Terry, it's okay. But yeah, the thing I look back on with the most nostalgia, I guess, would probably be my GameCube. I think most people know that I like video games, and Nintendo is my favorite. And so yeah, I'd probably say like getting my GameCube. Well, I shared it with my brother, but that was probably like my favorite thing, was waking up on Saturdays and fighting my brother over who got to play on the GameCube. One thing I will never forgive myself for, I don't even know why I did it, but one of my favorite games was Super Mario Sunshine. I think it's a very underrated game. I wouldn't say it's the best game of all time, but it's very underrated. And I remember there was a game that had just come out, and I really wanted it, but I didn't have enough money. I didn't have a huge allowance, and I didn't have a job for a while when I was younger. But anyways, so I didn't have a lot of money, and there were no other games I wanted to sell, and so I traded in my Super Mario Sunshine for whatever game it was. And I remember like I didn't enjoy that game as much as I thought I would. I even forget what it was. But anyways, one of the biggest regrets of my life. I loved Super Mario Sunshine. It was very good, like, I don't know what I want to play kind of game. And like, oh, I'll play. Oh, this piece isn't fitting right. But yeah, I enjoy. Yes, another Super Mario Sunshine fan. It's such a good game. I feel like the thing is, like, it's more in-depth than you think it's gonna be. Like, it seems just like a regular Mario game, but then it has like a storyline, and like you have emotions for the jetpack. It's nice. Oh, GameCube made of cardboard. Interesting. What else though other than my GameCube? Lego was probably one of my favorites, or like just building things, like I said, like Connects we had for a long time. That was maybe one of my favorites. And then other than that, I don't know if whoever asked the question would count this as a toy, but badminton, because I had, when I was fairly younger, for Christmas, I've talked about Christmas a lot in this live stream, but I bought my dad like a badminton net off of Amazon. Oh good, spamming. How do I can I report this right now? How do I, oh, I don't know how to do it. Okay. 1 second, let me go to my, I don't know if I can do it from my phone. Oh, I hope there's not, no, I don't think there's any private info on here. How do I go live chat? Okay. Remove. Remove. Okay, there we go. Now we're free of the things again. Okay, where were we? Okay, Super Mario 64 is a very good game, but okay, yeah, probably better than Super Mario Sunshine, but I still think it's very, very underrated. Super Mario Galaxy is also really, really good. I think it is. Yeah, I know I can report it as well, but I think I'm the only one who has the power to like actually remove the comments. And yes, I agree. GameCube was the best console. It was just very ahead of its time. Like, I think there are some games for the Wii or for the Switch that I would enjoy more, but I don't know, the GameCube was like such a good console. Especially like when you consider how long ago it came out. It was crazy. Yes, we are building a dinosaur. We are building a triceratops. I've already decided his name is Terry, because he just felt like a Terry to me. But you will soon learn that I can't multitask, so I am making frequent mistakes as I'm trying to build this and also keep up the chat and also answer questions. But we're having a good time, right, folks? We're having a good time. Okay, there's an extra 3-piece, but I don't know where it goes. So we're just gonna put that back in the pile and pretend that I didn't see that. Okay, next page. We are halfway done, maybe more than halfway done, because these steps look a little bit easier. He's got a little body. Look at little Terry. He's got his little horn. He's gonna have more horns. I'm very excited for him. Oh, we're actually gonna put the more horns on right now. Although I feel like I'm just gonna like hit these off a lot, so maybe it would be better to put these on later. Yeah, look, he's got a little face. Look at his little face. It's cute. What a guy, Terry. What a guy. I didn't have a Sega. My cousins had a Sega. My parents didn't want to buy us video games. Like, they held out for a long time, even though we would always beg them for video games. But yeah, they held out for a long time. And so we would borrow our cousin's Sega sometimes. Like if they were going on vacation or something like that, we would get the Sega for a week and we would mostly play Duck Hunt. Like 99% of our time on Sega was just playing Duck Hunt, but yeah. Oh, do I need 2 4s? 2 4s. And then a 2. Okay, I think that's the whole step. Look, he's got a little face. Little Terry. Okay, let's take a small little drinking break. Have I missed anything? I don't think I've missed anything. Okay, more questions. So I'm pretty sure Alex, I know where this is from. Alex had asked, does the rain in Spain really fall on the plane? Which I think, is this from like My Fair Lady? I think it's a quote from, but anyways, I thought I would answer it honestly. And my honest answer is I don't really know. I know that it doesn't rain a lot here in Barcelona. Although the last few weeks it has been a little bit rainy, but usually it doesn't rain a lot. And I also know in the south of Spain, it doesn't rain a lot because there's basically a desert there in the south of Spain. I know in Galicia, or Galicia, I think in English, it rains a lot more because it's on the coast, like the western coast of Spain, depending on the season. And then obviously the mountains, it can not rain when it's warmer, but it snows a lot there, so it must have precipitation at other points of the year. Anyways, that's my honest answer. But then he had also asked if Spain and Portugal are similar in terms of culture, and I think I already said that. I'm going to Portugal in 2.5 weeks, so I will be able to better answer your question then. But I have met a few Portuguese people, and from what I've seen And what I've heard from other Spanish people is they are very, very, very similar in terms of culture, but generally speaking, Portuguese people are more formal and reserved, like just a little bit, and Spanish people are more so, I don't want to say loud, but loud and outgoing and boisterous. That's a good word that doesn't have a negative connotation. Not that I think it's bad to be loud, but it's just a small difference. Okay, next we're doing the tail. Again, it's a very easy one from the looks of it. So we just need 1 3er. We need 3 2ers. And we need 1 1er. Oh, you were also in Portugal this week. Yeah, I'm really excited to go because I mean it's been on the top of my list for a long time, but the main reason, which this is gonna sound really silly, is I want to drink port on the port in Porto in Portugal, because I think that just sounds very silly, and I think that's a great dream that I can achieve. It's very achievable, but yeah, I really like port wine, and now Terry is gonna sit a little bit off center, but I'll put him sideways. Oh, look at Terry, he's coming along. He just needs some little old Lexes, and then we're good to go. We're almost there. What languages can I speak? English, obviously. That's really the only one I can really use conversationally. I learned French for 9 years in school because I'm Canadian and we have to learn French, or you have to learn English if you're from the French part of Canada. But we mostly learned about grammar, so even though I learned it for 9 years, I just learned how to conjugate verbs, and then I never spoke French, so I've forgotten all of my French. Like, I was in France last month for a couple days, and it was shocking how little French I knew. It was very embarrassing as a Canadian. But I have been learning Spanish. Entonces hablo un poco de español, pero solo puedo hablar con otra persona muy despacio y con palabras muy fáciles, but yeah, so that's the kind of speed that I can speak Spanish, just as a reference point, if anyone's curious. And then other than that, I know a few words in German because my mom, she was born in Canada, but both of her parents were German, and it was actually her first language. And that's about it. Yeah, that's all I've got. Yes, I will need a chair for support. Yeah, I was very lucky because my parents bought me a big bucket of Lego me and my brother, a big bucket of Lego, and so we didn't have to destroy the sets to build something new. We could just use the big bucket. It was just like random colors and shapes, but yeah, I don't know why they teach languages like that. It should just be about communication, because that's the whole point of learning a language, is so you can communicate, not so you can have perfect grammar. But anyways, I'm a language teacher now, but I still don't think grammar is that important. But okay, okay, step number 7 is all over the place. Okay, I'm gonna go for this. Okay, but Terry's facing this way. Okay, so I'm gonna keep Terry facing that way, and we're gonna go one by one, and we're gonna build up. So in Germany, my family there is all from Düsseldorf, like in the north West, which I've been there, but only in like 2008, maybe? It was a very long time ago. I don't remember a lot of it. And then I have one great aunt in Munich, but I think most of my family was from Düsseldorf, which my mom actually just got a DNA test, like one of those 23andMe things, and we thought it was funny because she was 99.97% German, which we just thought was really funny. I don't know why. Although it was interesting because my grandma was born, like my Oma, my German grandma, she was born in Yugoslavia, in the Slovakian, well, the part that's now Slovakia. But she must have, I guess, had German parents who had moved to Yugoslavia, and then she moved back to Germany. I don't know. Okay, we have one leg. Terry's first leg. Oh, it fits in nicely. Excellent. I've also heard about Canadian French that some French people find it really funny sounding, compared to like Parisian French. I don't know how you would call the French from France, but that French. Okay, let's answer some more questions from my list. Is the rest from Genghis Khan? I mean, I don't know, maybe Genghis Khan's family moved to Germany, but yeah, maybe the other 0.03% is from Genghis Khan. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, sorry, more questions. I'm very easily distracted. Oh, sorry, I'm ducking down. Okay, so now I have some questions about me in general. Oh, this is supposed to look back. Okay. So yeah, I think it was Ben who had asked, because I had mentioned there's a possibility I might be moving back to Canada, although again, I don't know. I might settle down here for a while, I might go back to Canada. It's kind of up in the air right now. But he was asking if I do go back to Canada, would I be doing the same remote work I'm doing right now, which is English teacher, like a conversational ESL English teacher, if anyone's curious, or if I would be doing something with my MBA or starting a new career. And the answer is I don't 100% know, specifically since I don't know when/if I would be going back. I mean, honestly, like, with this whole YouTube thing, and like, you know, I feel like I have grown a large amount for the first year. A lot of people don't grow this much in the first year they're making videos, and so I'm kind of getting to the point now where I feel like I could do this as a full-time job, and I think, like, not now obviously, but in the future, and I can't figure out how this works. Okay, this goes to that one, yeah, that one goes. So then what is stopping you? Is it just, oh, it's offside, okay. But yeah, anyways, I feel like this could potentially be a full-time job, like, obviously not now, but like a few years in the future. Oh no, the spam bots are back. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Looks like we found a girl for you. Okay. Remove. Okay, those are all gone now. Where was I? So yeah, I feel like this could potentially, my phone is playing an ad now, this could potentially be a full-time job at some point in the distant future, like maybe like 5 years from now. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking that like I actually kind of want to work on building this channel, which I know that obviously I can't do right away, and yeah, obviously it's not guaranteed because it's YouTube, and you know, YouTube has, you know, skill but also luck. But yeah, so I've been thinking a lot about it, and I feel like I would like to keep kind of doing what I'm doing now. Like, because the part-time job I do right now, like the online teaching, the best part about it is I set my own schedule. So sorry, easily distracted. I set my own schedule so I can increase my hours or put my hours down, depending on what I'm doing that week. So I feel like it's almost perfect for being able to build a YouTube channel, because you know, if I want to make a bunch of videos, I can just cut back on work that week. Obviously I make less money, but then if like YouTube is going slowly, then I can go back and kind of do that. So yeah, that's kind of where my head is at right now. So I am trying trying at least to potentially build this into a job that I could do in the future, but yeah, we'll see. There's a lot of things that are involved, and like I said, nothing is guaranteed, but yeah, I mean, I really enjoy this, and I always feel like I feel like I've kind of like hit the job jackpot of like something I really enjoy, something I'm good at, I hope so, and yeah, something that I feel like helps people, and I've never really had a job where I feel like I'm actually helping people, so yeah, it's just been, if I could make that into a job, it would be the ideal thing for me. Anyways, Kev, sorry I saw you were there, but I didn't want to break my answer, but hi Kev, how you doing? I'm doing good. That's okay that you were driving, no worries. And yeah, the Lulla app, I was actually going to say, if anyone has questions, like specific questions about the Lulla app, like I'm happy to answer questions, to vaguely answer how the Lulla app has been going. It has been going somewhat slowly, but this is kind of like, we expected it to go slowly at the beginning. I don't know if you guys know, but I was part of their beta testing, so we did a lot of like meetings, and like they would ask us like what we thought about different features, if we had ideas and stuff, and yeah, they were very clear and open that, you know, it wasn't going to be a huge, you know, thing like right out of the gate, because it's a new service, and like any new services, it takes a long time for people to become comfortable with the idea. And I think particularly because we're offering like a, I guess we would call it like a premium service, like it is fairly expensive when you consider that there's free ASMR out there. But one of the creators of Lulla, he had a great, not metaphor, simile? He had a great example of something similar, which is like when you go to get like a massage, like you don't get a massage every single day. It's kind of like a nice once in a while treat to treat yourself. So that's kind of what they're treating Lulla as, is like a once in a while treat. It's not like a thing you would get like once a week, a one-on-one ASMR session. It's like a, you know, it's like going to, I don't want to say it's like going to therapy, cancel that. It's not like going to therapy. Seeing a professional psychologist is very different, but you know, it's kind of along the lines of some analogy. Thank you, Ben. I'm an English teacher. I'm so bad at words sometimes. But yeah, so I think it has been a little bit slow, but like I said, it's expectedly slow. I think I was talking about it with the marketing guy, and we were talking a lot about how with these kinds of things you really need like word of mouth advertising, because if people see an ad for something, they might be like, oh, that's interesting, but then they see it's, you know, like $30 for a session, and they're like, oh, that's too much for something I don't know how it's gonna be, and so people don't buy it. So yeah, it's gonna take more people using it, and then, you know, telling people that they enjoy it, which that's the best result we've gotten so far, is the feedback from the customers we've had so far is, I don't think we've had a single negative complaint, and everyone seems like it's more than they expected, I guess. But yeah, so if anyone has any specific questions about Lulla, if anyone doesn't know, Lulla is a free app you can download on the Apple or the Google Play Store, and you can pay for one-on-one ASMR sessions. You can look through, there's a bunch of ASMR artists, you can pick which one suits your needs, and yeah, it's a really cool thing. I had one session as part of our training, and it is crazy how different it feels from ASMR. Like it's the same thing, but it's very different. I don't know how to describe it. It feels so personal. Like it's interesting. But yeah, if anyone has any questions about Lulla, feel free to ask me now, or you can also just send me an email, or also you can message me through the app. But yeah, you can email me as well. My email is in the description of all the videos. Anyways, I've been holding on to this piece for a long time because it's the last piece for Terry. I keep on just not completing it. So here we go, everyone. Hopefully, oh, it slid in. Look at that. Look at this little Terry boy. Here, I'll hold it up to this camera too. This is how big he is against me. But look, he's cute. He's got, let me get his brother. I don't want to make too much noise. This is Reginald, the T-Rex. His arms always fall off because his arms are held on by one little peg, and so I always like knock this and his arms fall off. And his tail falls off a lot too. I feel like Terry is more sturdy. But anyways, these would look better sideways. Okay, anyways, okay, I'll get on to the rest of the Q&A now. There's some other questions I haven't answered yet, so I'll get to those. Also, feel free to write some questions in the chat if you have any questions. It could be about me, it could be about my opinions, it could be about the world, whatever question you want to ask me, I'm game. Obviously, I can refuse to answer a question if I want to, but that would only be in rare circumstances. But the next question I have was where else in the world I would want to live. So yeah, I've kind of gotten to the point in my life where I want to settle down, but my hometown isn't that exciting. So like part of me wants to settle in Canada because I know Canada and I know the culture and my family and friends are there. But yeah, I don't know, I wouldn't want to settle down in my hometown. I'm gonna tap on Terry as I answer the questions. Someone tell me if it's annoying and I can stop. But yeah, like somewhere in Canada maybe, but the places I've lived, I've liked them, but nowhere has felt like my forever home, if that makes sense. And if I did have to live somewhere else, I was thinking about this, and I was thinking maybe like Puerto Rico or somewhere like in the Caribbean area, because hopefully I'll learn Spanish enough to communicate, and yeah, I think it's really pretty there, and they also speak Spanish, so that could be a potential thing. Yeah, I know that dinosaurs apparently probably don't look like how we think dinosaurs look like. I've heard that a lot of our influence actually comes from Jurassic Park. I mean, I know that they kind of thought they looked like lizards beforehand, but obviously not everyone, but lots of people have seen Jurassic Park, so I think that shapes a lot of things. And yeah, I know apparently a lot of them looked more like birds, or at least maybe had feathers, but I mean, it's something we can never really know 100% what they looked at, because we only have their bones. We can't really, unless we can clone them with, what is it, mosquitoes caught in tree amber or something. But yeah, maybe one day. The next question I had was, why don't I have any rings, or why don't I wear any rings? And the very simple answer is, I've had rings for most of my life, and I just never wear them. I don't know why, but even if they're like sitting on my jewelry box, I just never put them on, and so now it kind of feels like weird for me to wear them. I think I probably will end up buying some rings. I've been meaning to buy some more jewelry, because you've probably noticed I have like 5 or 6 necklaces that I switch out. So I could probably use some more, and yeah, maybe I'll get some rings that I can tap on, or maybe one of those like you can't see my hand, one of those like fidget rings where you can like spin it. I think that could be quite interesting. What else? Nope, I already answered that. Next page. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm bad at things. Okay, so then I had a few questions about me and ASMR, which I thought would be interesting to leave for this final part. So the first question was what ASMR techniques I enjoy myself. So I'd say the videos I'm most likely to click on are role plays, or like Reiki videos, stuff like that. Yeah, I like feeling like there's an ambiance, and there's, you know, the person is speaking to me, which I know if you're just doing triggers, you're still speaking to the person, as long as you're speaking. But yeah, I don't know, I just like having, you know, stuff like that. So I'd say probably my 2 favorites, that I was trying to think of some of my favorites, but my 2 favorites would probably be Heather Feather, very classic, and I really like, she's a medium artist, I would say, but Jelly Bean Green, yeah, Jelly Bean Green, I think her name is, but she does kind of like cool sci-fi role plays sometimes that are like a little bit weird, and there's like a little bit of comedy mixed in, and I think I draw on that a lot for inspiration for my own role plays. Like, I don't try to be serious 100% of the times. I try to be, you know, add a little bit of comedy, think that can be fine. But one interesting thing, and I sometimes, not always, but sometimes I find it harder to watch ASMR now that I am an ASMR artist. If I'm watching a video that I really, really like, that I would want to not steal ideas from, but like, you know, like be inspired from, because sometimes I'm like watching a video and I'm like, oh, I really like what that person did with their hands, or I really like that technique they just did, and so sometimes I'll have to like open up my phone and like go to my notes and write a note to myself so I remember it in the morning, and then I've woken myself up again, and yeah, so it's funny, sometimes it's harder to watch ASMR for sleeping. It's still relaxing, but yeah, if it's a really good video, it can be difficult. And then oh, I love that Jack was watching me. Oh, I love Jack too. I think that it's nice that Jack was watching. Poutine whispers. I mean, that could sound kind of nice. I mostly picked maple because I thought that it sounded similar enough to someone's name, because the name Mabel, obviously, which I had been playing a lot of Animal Crossing at that time, so yeah, I thought maple, I'm Canadian, I like maple syrup, it sounds enough like someone's name, that I could use it as a pseudonym, I guess, but yeah, just a couple more questions now. But my next question was, what was my biggest surprise from becoming an ASMR artist? And I would actually say it's, I don't even know how to describe this, but like the variability of the YouTube algorithm. And what I mean by that is that, you know, like sometimes you'll release a video and, you know, you're like, oh, it's very similar to other videos I've put out before, and it does amazingly well, and like, you know, 3 times better than any of your other videos, and you're like, oh, cool, that's great, obviously, but then sometimes you put out content that you think is like better than that, and you do like worse than the week before, and so it's very, there's a lot of like dips, and like it's very roller coastery, it's very up and down, and yeah, I feel like it's because everyone always says, oh, YouTube growth is exponential, and it is. The more growth you have, the easier it is to grow, but yeah, it's where are my hands? It's exponential, but there's a lot of like dips and valleys, and yeah, it can be difficult sometimes. I think the hardest is when you release a video that like you're like, oh, I think this video is gonna do really, really well. You get like a feeling, and then it just does average, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but yeah, sometimes it can be, yeah, unpredictable is a good word. But yeah, I think that was the biggest surprise. But actually, on that note, I'm assuming you guys want to support me if you're here. So yeah, I just wanted to remind you guys to, I know I say it in a lot of videos, but to, you know, like and comment, and those things actually make a really, really big impact on the algorithm. I think a lot of people think like, oh, it's just one like, it's not gonna make a huge difference, but actually sometimes like a couple of likes or a couple of comments can be the difference between YouTube being like, oh, this is an average video, I'm not gonna push it, versus, oh, this video is doing better than other videos in this category, so let's show it to more people because people seem to like this video. Oh yeah, no problem, Alex. You can step away whenever you want. That's fine. Oh, and there was one thing that a lot of people don't actually know as well. Sorry, I'm just plugging myself for these 2 minutes. But a lot of people don't know that one of the biggest metrics that YouTube uses to rate your video in the algorithm is the amount of the video that people watch. So it's the average watch time. It's usually between like a quarter to a third of the video, because some people will click on for 2 seconds and be like, oh, actually I don't want to watch this. But so if you guys do want to support me, if you are watching a video and maybe it's just not your cup of tea, or maybe something happens and you have to leave, if it's not an annoyance to you, if you could just like leave it playing to the end. Obviously don't go out of your way to do this, but yeah, like if you're watching it, maybe I use a trigger you don't like, I very humbly ask that maybe if you're on your computer, you just open another tab and yeah, you know, keep my video playing muted in the background. Actually, if you watched at 0.25 times speed, I don't know if that would actually make it longer. 1 second, there's more. I don't know, I've never had spam bots in my live stream before. I don't know why they're coming out today. Remove. Remove. Oh, now I'm watching myself like a few minutes later. That's trippy. Okay, but yeah, anyways, to wrap that all up, if it's not any trouble, don't go out of your way, but try to watch the video as long as you can. I would very much appreciate it, because yeah, that's a huge metric. I can't see my next question. My next question was, why do I think ASMR is getting more popular nowadays? And I was thinking about this one for quite a bit, and I would say the biggest reason I think is obviously people have a need for connection, and I feel like ASMR is a lot more personal than, you know, a lot of other content creators on YouTube or on other platforms, and I think it obviously got sped up. You guys know by now I'm really bad at searching for words. Basically, fuel was added to the fire when COVID happened, because I mean the good fire of ASMR. Yeah, right, these bots are crazy today. Well, it's just the one, but I don't know why. But what was I saying? Need for connection. Yeah, it was definitely made a bigger deal, I think, because of COVID, because, you know, this is one of the only places where you get that very personal connection from your content creator. And obviously in COVID, people were, you know, isolated. They couldn't see people, they couldn't touch people, and yeah, so it's, yeah, I think that made it like such a big thing. And I think that when ASMR first came out, a lot of people thought that it was a sexual thing, and obviously there are still some people in the community who do use it as more of a not safe for work thing, which is completely fine. I don't judge those people. It's just not my cup of tea to consume that content or to produce that content. But I think that turned away people for the first couple years, that it was kind of I guess a mainstream word. But then once we started getting interviews with, you know, like Maria from Gentle Whispering, or, you know, other like GB giving interviews, and you know, they're very down to earth, they're very lovely people, and they say like, here, look at my videos, there's no not safe for work things here, it's just about connection. So I think it's, yeah, become a big thing. I don't know if bots get tingles. I hope they do. That would be very sad if they don't. And oh, I think that's the end of my questions that I had. Yeah, I'll be on here if anyone has any last minute questions. Feel free to write me. I'll still be on for a couple of minutes. Cause yeah, I was going to also announce that since it was my birthday, this isn't the official announcement, but maybe I'm pre-recording my videos right now, so maybe in a couple of weeks, once I'm up to now, I'm probably going to have another contest for a custom video. I don't know if I'm gonna do it as a private custom or as a custom that will be also released on my channel. I haven't decided that yet, but yeah, I would like to do a giveaway again, so keep your eyes out for that if you're interested in potentially getting a custom video. Even if I do the private custom, I will let everyone know that I don't ever do not safe for work content. Again, I don't judge people who want or make that kind of content. If you enjoy it and if you feel confident making that content, all the power to you, but it's just not my cup of tea. But yeah, so that's going to be coming out maybe in a couple of weeks. I'll probably make a community post as well as on the end of a video, but yeah, keep your eyes open for that. And then what was my other news? Oh yeah, the other thing, I don't know if this is big news, but I was planning on upgrading my microphone, but it won't be for another couple of months, because I think I might wait until Black Friday, because apparently there can be some sales, because I'm looking at getting a Rode microphone, and those are a bit more expensive. I do have the money put aside for a more expensive microphone, but obviously if it can be a little bit cheaper, then I'm going to try to get it on sale. So yeah, that'll be a few months away, but I'm excited to upgrade my equipment. I think the Blue Yeti is great, but yeah, that's the struggle of being a creator is whenever you get new things, it's exciting for like 2 weeks, and then you always want something better. So I know as soon as I get my Rode, I'm gonna want like that $10,000 microphone, like that kind of Moai looking head that Jojo had on his one video. Anyways, yeah, I am, okay, BoJack, by the way, if people, it was one of my favorite shows. I'd say either BoJack Horseman or Avatar: The Last Airbender are my favorite TV shows, like, of all time. Both animated, which I've never thought about, but even out of live TV shows. I haven't taken a which BoJack character are you test, although I feel like I would be a Diane, even though she's one of my least favorite characters. Only because I think, like, my least favorite thing about Diane is she has a very, like, holier than thou kind of energy a lot of the times, and I can do that. Every single person can do that, but I don't think I'm on the same level as Diane. So yeah, I feel like I'm a less Diane. I've definitely got a bit of Todd in me as well. You know, a little bit of BoJack. I don't think I'm very Princess Carolyn-y though. I don't know, I started my own YouTube channel and had it running for a year, so You know what? Maybe we're all a mixture of BoJack Horseman characters. Yeah. But anyways, maybe okay. You know what? I'll do that. I'll take a BoJack Horseman test, and I'll post it on Instagram, maybe, or yeah, or maybe on my YouTube. But I will let you know, Ben. I'll get back to you on that. I wish they had one that had like percentages, so it was like you're 10% Todd, you're okay, you know what? No, I'm changing my answer. My BoJack character is definitely Vincent Adultman. I am 100% Vincent Adultman energy. I am 3 children masquerading as an adult. Sometimes that's how I feel. Me and my best friend who loves BoJack Horseman as well, we would always joke when I was getting my business degree, I'd be like, I'm doing business, getting my business paper. But yeah. Anyways, thanks again so much for everyone who came out. Even if you watched a couple of minutes, even if you're watching this after the fact, thank you so much for coming out. Thank you so much for everyone who supports me in general, who, you know, comments, who leaves me nice encouraging messages. Those honestly help me so much. Like, they're one of the main reasons. Yeah, I did do a business, but yeah, you guys are, like, I'd say the encouraging comments are more encouraging to me than views. Like, honestly, it means a lot to me. But yeah, thank you for you guys, especially you guys who donated money today. Honestly, you never have to feel like you have to donate money, but I'm extremely grateful for everyone who does. You know, I'm just trying my best here out on YouTube, and yeah, trying to make the world a little bit of a better place, because that's my I guess my theology for life is I try to put back my planet just a little bit better than the way I found it. But yeah, thanks again so much, everyone. I'm gonna try to end the live stream now. It's probably gonna take me like 10 seconds because I don't know how to actually do this. I also do this on Discord. My friend always makes fun of me for taking like 30 seconds to end a Discord call. Also, it's in Spanish. Okay, if that makes me sound better, that I'm not that bad, but all the words are in Spanish. But okay, I think I'm leaving.